What's up, my little fairy foxes? What's going on? Obviously, you can't fucking ask back, answer me. I guess you can in the comments, but whatever. Alright, so, I'm in South Korea. I have been for almost 2 weeks now. My quarantine will be ending shortly, and I felt like I should give some kind of an update, not just for people who watch me on YouTube, but friends, family, all that stuff. I really don't feel like editing this, so let's hope I don't stare off into space and not know what to say too much. Okay, so what have I been doing? I've honestly been watching a bunch of anime and watching movies, reading and writing a bunch. At first, it was really hard. I'm not gonna lie. Being locked inside for 2 weeks, I would stay at home for 2 weeks on end or something like that, or longer than that, and never leave. But it's different when you're locked in an apartment and you can't walk around outside or anything, and physically go around. Back at home, I lived on 38 acres. I could just take a walk around the yard and come back inside. But here, I can't leave the front door, basically. So whenever I first got here, we flew in, and we flew into the international side of Incheon, and we got off the plane, and then they had a little area, and it's if you have a connecting flight or you're going to these two places, go this way. If you're coming in here, go that way. And you go in, and the line was fairly long. Waited for a good while. I didn't have any data, because I didn't turn on my roaming, because I have T-Mobile, so I have access to data 4G, 2G, something like that, and texting, but 25 cents a minute calls. I don't know. But I had to turn on my roaming for that, and I usually leave it off, so I didn't realize that until I was already in quarantine. But anyways, you go through some checks, they have signs, and you need to get the quarantine app on your phone. Before you head to South Korea, there's another app that you download that they want you to do, but don't even bother. Just wait till you get here and download that app, because you're gonna have to delete it and download a different one anyway. So once you get here, there's somebody that's already waiting, making sure you have it downloaded. They literally look at your phone and tap some stuff into it, and then you have to fill out some stuff, and then make sure you have your PCR test, and you have your passport, and whatever else. I think that's it. And then you go to another station after you go through the line. Two different people check you while you're in line, and they're all in full PPE. And then you go up to the thing, and they look at your papers, make sure everything's good, and then send you to another station. You go to that station, they talk to you, they call, since I'm teaching, they call to my director just to make sure, hey, this person's supposed to be here, they're here, cool, whatever. And then they sent me to another spot where it's I guess that'd be the normal immigrations thing, where they look and make sure you're not bringing anything illegal and take a picture of you and whatever. And then you're released to go get your baggage. And then after that, it's hectic. It was exhausting, honestly. My flight was 14 hours and 40 minutes or something like that. And then went through all that, had these two heavy ass suitcases, which here, I'll go ahead and that big ass one, and then that, my room is a mess. I'm not sure if I'm staying here permanently, or if this is just my quarantine location, so I haven't exactly unpacked. I just exploded in the room. But anyways, so after you get your baggage and stuff, you go out, and then they have someone you have to talk to, and either, families picking you up at the airport, or you're taking public transportation. If you are taking public transportation, they want you to tell them exactly what public transportation you're taking. Like, and since, I know the KTX. I just said KTX because I figured that'd be the fastest. But waiting for those trains made it maybe faster than another way. I don't know. But so I landed at like 3:15, and then it was like 4 something by the time I got to where the KTX was loading. Well, the bus for the KTX. Waiting on that, and then we got on a bus, and then we were on a bus for like an hour-ish, and got to the KTX train station at like 5 something. And then I got my ticket, and my ticket was from there to Busan. Well, my train didn't leave until 7, like 20, and it was like 5:40. So I sat there for so long. I was so tired, and like I just wanted to be where I was going at that point. And like my phone was on the verge of dying, and I was like, I hope that there's plugins on the train. And then haha, another joke. Again, the same joke. Train to Busan. I need to watch that movie. Anyways, and then once I got on the train, like some other people came in, and they were getting off along the way, because it wasn't a train just straight to Busan. It had like a bunch of stops. But shortly after we started, and it was like dark whenever the train finally took off, so like I didn't get to see much of anything except darkness. Thankfully they had a TV thing going, and it was amusing. They had a lot of cool like ads and things. I don't know, it was interesting. And they're big on sign language. That was interesting, sign language. Anyways, I've probably said like and anyways way too many times in the like 7-ish minutes, 8-ish minutes. Let's see. I basically summarized all this in a blog post, but I kind of wanted to just get myself talking. As for like being in quarantine, like, I am a person who loves to like sit and be home and have the free time to do whatever I want. And honestly, like, I didn't start to enjoy quarantine until like right here at the end. Whenever quarantine first started, I got in at like almost midnight from that whole trip. Got in here, didn't know how to turn on the water heater, and it was almost midnight, so I wasn't gonna bother people about how to turn on the water heater. So I took a cold ass shower, and then I got into bed, and I slept. And I don't think once in these 2 weeks, I have not slept past like 7:30 or 8. Like 8 is probably the latest I've stayed in bed, because the sun rises so early, and 6:30 is just like, yep, I'm up. Which makes sense, because back in the States, I would stay up until like 4:30 or 5:30, which I guess, I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say there, because whenever I think about it, I don't know. Anyways, well, there's a mess up. There's rambling. Whoops. Anyways, but yeah, I will say, I've seen another YouTuber talk about this. Not that I'm a YouTuber. I saw a YouTuber that I was watching talk about this. how coming into a new country and then having to be locked up in quarantine, it makes you really like anxious and like question why you're there, and just kind of because you're literally confined to a room, and like you go kind of stir crazy. And I don't know how better to articulate the feeling, but we're verging on 10.5 minutes, so I'm going to show you guys around. So this is the space that I've been staying in for weeks. I had you guys propped up on a TV stand. I have not turned that TV on at all. I will show though, like, do you see that? That is my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi looks like it got chewed on. I don't understand. And then there's the bed. It's tiny. Wardrobe that I haven't really put anything on. I'm using it to dry stuff. And then I showed you my awful floor. Not bad. And then window. It's been nice to have them to look out of. And then this is a door. Ignore my underwear. To where my washer and stuff is. And then another window. Spent a lot of time looking out there. And then gas stove. I have never used a gas stove before, so that was fun. Kitchen. They bought me a lot of pink stuff. If you know me, you understand why that's funny. I have a bunch of seaweed. I have a fuck ton of seaweed. Like, I don't know why they sent me so much seaweed. And then I got Spam of some kind. And then a bunch of these. I haven't felt like trying them, to be honest. Oh, but I love this. It is strawberry jam, and it is so much, but it is so good. It's been so nice. And then they got me 2 huge things of ketchup, which I don't understand why. Like, what am I gonna eat it with? And then they got me this cereal. And then this ramen's really good. It's like, it's mild, but it tastes alright. It tastes like fairly spicy. My refrigerator, as you can see, is like tiny. My desk, where I've been, watching a bunch of stuff, writing stuff. And then my bathroom. Oh, hey, look. It's me, ×2. Oh, is that what the back of my head looks like? Weird. Anyways, so, nice shower. I put my own shower head on it and everything. Front door, obviously. And then, like, these are some of my school books. My manager brought them by so that I could look at them. I don't know. And then I have these lovely orange trash bags, because, just in case I test positive, it's a biohazard. Although I've heard that a lot of people, or a lot of the time now, they don't really care. They just kind of throw it together. It just depends on the severity of cases and the district you're in, and if you test positive or not, to how they handle your trash. But I've been looking, and in South Korea, they separate food waste, plastic, normal stuff. Excuse me. I just ate some Papa John's pizza because why not? It's my next to last day in quarantine, so, treat yourself or whatever, and I was wanting soda. But, yeah, quarantine. I start work on Monday. That is terrifying. And only because I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I don't know what the routine is yet. I don't know how everyone's gonna be, coworkers or anything. I've Skype called with 2 of my coworkers that are foreign teachers from England and Ireland. They seem chill, you know. They don't really know who I am, you know. And I know the girl's my age, but I don't know how old the dude is. And then there is 2 Korean teachers, and then 1 girl who I think she's Korean, but she's bilingual. And then the manager who's bilingual, obviously. She's been talking to me. And then there's another manager who takes care of, like, apartment and, like, financy type stuff. But yeah. Just kind of tomorrow I will be taking my COVID test. They have special taxis, and it says that there's no charge for taxis, but we'll see. I don't think I should get charged for the taxi, but who knows. It's only like a 19-minute drive, and you know, they're much more intense with the testing, I'd say, because I've had like 3 or 4 COVID tests done in the States, and twice administered by somebody else and twice my own. But here, like, whenever I first got to the station, they tested me before they put me in a taxi to come here, and they jabbed that thing way up in your nose, and they also jab one down your throat, and I'm just not really looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to actually going outside because it's been so nice the past few days. But my coworker told me it's not going to be super nice this weekend, which I like rain, so sounds nice to me. I just wish I had an umbrella. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. It was a lot of rambling, and hopefully, like, I was talking loud enough. I don't know, I just, you know, feel weird talking to myself in a room. Yeah, but next update will probably be me talking about the school that I'm at. We'll see how that goes. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was a little informative, a little entertaining. And if anything, you just get to see my beautiful face. So, thank you guys. See you next time.